Hey Queens, I don't know about you, but I feel like I have been spending way too much money this summer with all of the sales going on. So I thought it would probably be a good time to come on here and just talk about some ways that I plan on saving money the rest of this year. So let's get into it. Hey, I'm Dre and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you know me, you know that I like what I like, but I'm allergic to full price. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload new videos. But let's get into today's topic, guys. This is just going to be a brief chit chat about some of the things that I'm going to implement in order to save money on handbag purchases the rest of this year because I've been doing way too much. So we're going to talk about reasons to save and splurge. So I'm going to start with the save because we got more of those than the splurges. So luxury brands are a first no-no for me. Now, I've talked about this before, so you guys already know like luxury brands really aren't in my budget or tax bracket anyway at this point. But if I were to purchase something from, let's just say YSL or LV, it would most definitely be pre-loved. So that's the first way that I recommend saving money, especially if you are into luxury brands, is either not buying them at all or getting them on the pre-loved market. Now, the pre-loved market is kind of tricky though because some of these pieces on the pre-loved market are actually more expensive than just getting them retail directly from the boutique. So if you're looking for a piece that's rare or that you know what I'm saying, is sold out, then you may end up paying more on the resale market. So that is something that you have to consider and be careful with. But for the most part, you can save by just not buying luxury brands or getting them pre-loved. The only luxury brand that I recommend buying brand new, and to me, this one is not worth getting pre-loved, is MCM. Because I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but MCM always has really good sales. So you can actually get something really nice from MCM on sale at a reasonable price. Like I'm looking at something right now that I'm interested in that's on sale for like less than $500. So refrain from purchasing luxury brand new unless it's MCM would be one of my first tips. The other one is sale pieces. You need to save on sale items if they're not on your wish list. And I say this because I think this is the one that gets most of us. We see something we wasn't even looking for. We like it, but it wasn't something that we wanted initially. And then we see it go on sale. Maybe it's 40 or 50% off. And then all of a sudden now we find justification to purchase it. I have been guilty of this. I have done this recently, but I don't think it's a good idea to purchase something just because it's on sale. If it was not on your wish list, it doesn't matter if it's on sale. It's not a good deal if you don't want it or need it. And sometimes I think the sale prices trick us into thinking that we really want something when in actuality, we are experiencing fear of missing out. We see that this piece is marked down. We're thinking that maybe it's going to be discontinued or it's about to be sold out. And it's such a great price that we just hop on it anyway. We're not doing that this year, guys. Let's refrain from purchasing stuff simply because they're on sale. And then the last one that I wanted to talk about on the save side is kind of similar to the second one. And these are sale items, again, that you haven't saved for. So I talked about sale items that aren't on your wish list. It's not really saving money if you didn't want it or need it and you just purchased it because it's on sale. So, with that being said, I'm also recommending that you not purchase things that are on sale, even if they're on your wish list, if you haven't already prepared for and saved for them. Before we move on, I wanted to remind you guys that my free ebook is now available. It's called 5 Tips of Purchasing Pre-Loved Luxury Online. It's a quick, simple read designed to help you shop with confidence, save money, and avoid getting scammed. It is pinned in the comments. It's also in my description and it's in my bio. So go ahead and download it if you don't have it already. Because even if it's a sale item, if you have to pull money from somewhere else to buy it, or you have to use Klarna or Affirm, you weren't prepared to get it, sis, and you need to just not buy it. And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but if you did not prepare or save for the purchase, it does not matter if it's on sale or not, it's still gonna set you back, right? So let's move on until the more fun part of the video. So we're gonna talk about pay when you should splurge. So the splurges, and there are only two of these, guys, because again, this is about saving money, conscious consumption, and not collecting but curating your collection. So rare items that are no longer in production are going to always be an okay for me to splurge on. Now, I'm not saying that you should be paying 2-3 times retail price, but there are some pieces that you just know you will never be able to get from the brand because they no longer make those pieces. And I can throw out some examples. So I know a lot of people like the Double Swagger by Coach. Beautiful bag. The only reason I don't have it is because it's too heavy, but that's a gorgeous bag. It is glove tan leather. The hardware on it is beautiful. And I believe it's from the 1941 collection. They don't make that anymore. So I would not be mad at anybody for going out and finding a nice swagger on eBay and paying retail or close to retail for it, because you can find those bags in almost new condition. And again, Coach doesn't make those bags anymore, so you really have no choice but to get it pre-loved, and you really don't have much say so on how much you pay for it either. So that's a splurge that I could justify if it's something that is no longer in production and it's rare. The only other splurge, guys, that I'm justifying right now are specific things, specific purchases that you've actually saved for. If you know ahead of time that it's something that you really want and you've wish listed that item and you've prepared and saved for it, then that's a splurge that I can get behind. And with that, even if it's a luxury piece, if you saved for it and this is what you decide you want to do with your money, especially if it's like a special occasion, let's say it's a birthday, or you just hit a huge milestone or accomplished a goal of yours, and this is how you want to treat yourself, and you've actually saved for this particular purchase, then guys, by all means, splurge on it, because you only live once, and we're not working just to pay bills. You do want to have fun and treat yourself, but we want to make sure that our spending is not interfering with our personal finances and whatever financial goals that we have set for ourselves. We also want to make sure that we're getting the most for our money, that we're purchasing pieces that we are really going to use and enjoy and not end up selling. So I know this video was short, guys, but that's really all I have for you today. I just want to come on here real quick and just talk about some ways that I figured out how to save money on these handbag purchases, because these sales are getting ridiculous. Now, with all of this being said in this video, these tips are great, I think, but they still require determination and discipline on my part and your part in order to implement these. So I don't know what you guys plan on doing, but I've talked to a couple of people and I have an accountability partner. So I have somebody that's willing to call me out and check me if I go outside of what I said I was going to be doing for myself financially in regards to these handbag purchases. So that's all that I have for you today, guys. I hope that this video was helpful and not too preachy. Thank you again for watching. And don't forget, if you're going to get it anyway, you may as well save a few coins. Talk to you later. Bye.